Yo, what is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be going through my predictions for this week's team of the week. We're going to be finding out later tonight what exactly is coming out, but we're going to go through the 3+1s that we're going to get on both sides of the ball. I'm going to pick the player of the week that I think is going to end up getting the player of the week card, obviously, and then I'm going to try to find two people that can possibly get the flashbacks, and then obviously the limited also. Okay, so the first +1 and/or just player in general I think we're going to end up getting is probably an 81 overall Alexander Madison. One of the better performing running backs this weekend. They ended up beating the Seahawks 30-17. Hit 117 rushes on 26 attempts, which is just over 4 yards per carry. With a long of 24, he also had 6 receptions for 59 yards. The only thing that does hurt him, he didn't have a touchdown, but either way, he did have over 160 total yards in the game, which I think deserves a little upgrade for Alexander Madison being the first 81 overall that's going to be coming out. Coming in at a probably, I would say, 84 overall. It really depends. They might change the overalls this week, but either way, Matthew Stafford, he is probably going to be getting a +1, I would assume, either him or Tom Brady. Tom Brady ended up losing, which is why I'm giving it to Matt Stafford. Yesterday, he did throw 27 for 38 for 340 yards and 4 touchdowns with no picks against the undefeated Bucks. Ended up beating them 34-24. He had an amazing game. He's been amazing all year. I'd say he's probably the front runner for MVP right now. Most likely him, Kyler, and honestly Kirk Cousins if their record was better. But either way, I am going to say Stafford will likely get a +1. It depends on who the player of the week is. But if he does get a +1, he will get Gunslinger, which will make him a very good quarterback, one of the best in the game for sure. He'll be up there with Zach Wilson and Dan Marino. So yeah, Matthew Stafford for the 84 overall for the offense. The third card that I do expect us to end up getting is an 87-88, depending on whether or not they raise the overall. Mike Williams, he's been going crazy this year. First game, he had 82 yards and a touchdown. Second game, 91 yards and a touchdown. And then yesterday, he did end up getting 122 yards on 7 catches for 2 touchdowns. And they come up with a big win over the Chiefs. They're now third in the division, I believe, because the Broncos and the Raiders are 3-0. But either way, I do think Mike Williams is going to end up being the high overall card for this set. Obviously not a +1, but he'll get a power up. He'll be a pretty solid card. And I guess onto the defensive +1s. So coming in here for the first defensive +1, I guess you could say, is Myles Garrett. He ended up having 7 total tackles with 4.5 sacks yesterday against the Bears. 4.5 out of the 9 total sacks I believe they had. The Bears had a total of 47 yards on offense, which is very bad. But either way, I understand Myles Garrett has, I believe, a 93. But I do believe he does deserve an upgrade, which would put him up to a 94. He would be one of the better DNs in the game. I'm not quite sure if they do it, though. But either way, I think most people would love to see it. It doesn't make him that much better. It just recognizes the fact that he had 4.5 sacks in the game, in which they did give Chandler Jones, I think he had 4 or 5 in a game, and they gave him the player of the week. So I would assume that they will give him a +1 here. Coming in at the 84 overall, I'm going to predict that it is a Logan Wilson from the Cincinnati Bengals. He had an amazing game yesterday. He had 2 pass defenses, 2 picks, with 12 total tackles, 4 solo, 8 assisted tackles. Amazing game versus the Steelers. Their offense looked very rough. They ended up coming out on top 24-10. So I don't know. I mean, they looked pretty good, I would say. But yeah, I would say Logan Wilson for the Cincinnati Bengals with their first team of the week card of the year, I believe. So Logan Wilson. And coming in at the 87-88 overall for the team of the week on the defensive side of the ball, I am going to be going with Byron Murphy. There's a slight chance he does end up getting player of the week. I doubt it, though, because he is a Cardinal, and week 1 was a Cardinal. I don't know. We will see, but he had 4 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 assisted, 2 pass defenses with 2 picks, a pick six, and obviously the other pick. So he played amazing yesterday, and the Cardinals win over the Jaguars. They ended up winning 31-19. It looked a little scary there for a little bit, but they did end up pulling it out. But like I said, Byron Murphy with the 87 overall defense for the team of the week this week with 2 picks and a touchdown. And for my player of the week prediction for the team of the week, I'm going to be going with Josh Allen. He's going to be the best quarterback in the game besides maybe Dan Marino. He's going to have gunslinger. He's going to have roaming. He's going to have inside deadeye. He's going to have everything. Strong arm quarterback. He's going to be fast. He's literally going to be an upgraded Zach Wilson from what Zach Wilson is right now. His card will look very similar to the one last year, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so this is his card from last year. Honestly, I would expect the card to be almost identical. His 85 speed right here. They might make him a little bit slower. 95 throw power. I don't know. He might actually not be that insane. Because this did come out in week 9. So expect him to be maybe a little bit worse than these stats. I would say probably 93 throw power on him. And like basically just subtract 2 on all these stats is what I would expect. Maybe the speed will stay the same. But this card was the best quarterback in the game for a while last year. Should be pretty amazing. But like I said, he did have 358 passing yards with 9 rushing yards. So almost 400 total yards and 4 touchdowns passing. And then he also has a rushing touchdown on top of that. So I'm going to go Josh Allen for the player of the week of week 3. And that's going to lead us to the 2 flashback guys that are like legends. And then I'll also try to find somebody that could also be the current limited for week 3. For the limited time card, I am going to end up predicting this AJ Green from, I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but AJ Green, Cincinnati Bengals, week 3 against the Ravens, unfortunately. He had 10 receptions, 227 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That is who I'm going to say that I think the limited is going to be this week. It's going to be a little interesting because you're going to see next, we do have another receiver, but we will see. I'm going to go AJ Green for my limited time flashback for team of the week this week. Now on the offensive side of the ball for the legends or flashbacks, whatever you want to call them, I am going to go with Steve Smith. He put on the Ravens and the Panthers. 13 receptions, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns. This was in the 2014 season, so it was a few years ago. We usually have Steve Smith in the game, but the only thing is we did end up losing the game, I think. Not quite sure. But I think in the past it hasn't mattered. I think they just go off best performances, but I am going to go Steve Smith with the offensive hero for this week. For the defensive hero this week, I am going to be going with Dwight Freeney from the Indianapolis Colts when they played the Cleveland Browns in, I believe the 2005 season. He had 5 solo tackles, an assisted tackle, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. So yeah, defensive hero, I'm going to be picking Dwight Freeney for week 3 this week. That is going to wrap it up for this week's team of the week predictions. Start expecting this every single Monday. This is going to be the video I do every single Monday, the predictions for team of the week. So I appreciate all you guys that came through. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. It's probably going to be shorter videos every week. I'm not going to drag them out. I'm just going to make my predictions and go. But make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's try to hit 10 likes on this video. I'm pretty sure we hit it on the last one, so make sure you guys do that. We did finish top 75 for weekly rewards, so that video will be tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.